Alright, welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Lady Nika. Coming in doing a tag video. I think this tag comes from James Colwell. It's called My Decade Forward. I think he created this tag video too. So if you'd like to do it and you have not and you got a channel, I encourage you to go over to James Colwell's channel, subscribe, because you won't be wasting your time. He brings it all the time, very entertaining. Subscribe first and then go down to tag My Decade Forward, and he's copy and pasted those questions there, so you can be able to go ahead and do what you got to do to get this tag video done. Okay? Alright. Starting with question number 1. What decade were you born in? I was born in... Shit, this smoke ain't... Girl. Sorry, y'all. Hold on, let me put this shit out. I'm about to... Girl, y'all getting missed like I'm on the stage or something. Shit. Make me want to break out and go to singing on the beach. I'm seeing all this damn smoke. But anyway, what decade were you born in? I was born in 1972. I'm my 70s baby. What's your favorite decade? My favorite decade is the 90s, because during the 90s, I was young, child, I was Slim 60 back then, and I was really into music. Well, I'm into music anyway. I was really, really into music during the 90s, that was my favorite decade for music. What are your favorite TV shows from your decade forward? I think in the 70s, I like stuff like That's My Mama, I think Good Times was done in the 90s. I mean, the 70s. And then we moved to the 90s. We had shows like Dallas, Knots Landing, Dynasty. Those were my favorite shows back then. And then we moved into the 90s. Let me see, what did I like to watch in the 90s? I was a 90210 girl, Melrose Place. What else did I like in the 90s as far as TV shows? I don't know. I think that was probably it for favorite TV shows during the 90s. Moving on into the 2000s, I like stuff like First 48, Snapped. How to Get Away with Murder, some shit like that, come on that ID channel. I told y'all, anything legally, I'm pretty much in there for it. So I like all the crime shows, Law and Order, NCIS, CSI, all of it. So those are my shows for the 2000s. The next question is, what are your favorite songs from your decade forward? Okay, in the 70s, we listened to a lot of Earth, Wind & Fire and the Commodores. Those are my favorite. You could pretty much put any song on from those two groups, and I'm going to be good with it, because that's what my mom liked. That's what we did. In the 80s, it was all about Mr. Luther Vandross. I loved him. I loved him on the way to the 2000s, too, but, that was, the Luther doing then. And let me see, I think it was... A House Is Not a Home. I think that was my favorite one in the 80s. I mean, yeah, in the 80s. My favorite songs from, well, anything from Luther in the 80s, I was with it, okay? I just named that as one of my favorite ones. Favorite songs from the 90s, child. Let me see what I liked the most. I liked all the R&B guys. I liked R. Kelly. I was a big R. Kelly. Well, I am a big R. Kelly fan. I love when that man sang a song. He just touched me. And then I love his stage presence as well. So, I liked him. I liked all Jagged Edge music. I liked, let me see who else we had. In the 90s, music-wise, I liked it. Everything coming out of, Master P's little establishment. I liked all that. I rocked with all of it, And plus, some of them were my friends, so, are my friends, so, I liked that. Let me see, Lisa Fisher, she tore it up in the 90s with How Can I Ease the Pain. Child, I still remember standing up in front of the mirror with that brush talking about thinking I was Lisa, especially when she hit that high note. Oh, I thought I thought that was me, honey. Oh, she did that. She did that. That's classic, y'all. That's classic. I also like Michelle A, my baby. Oh, that's my baby girl. I love her. Let me see. In the 2000s, well, 2000s, I don't know, really no favorite. I like K. Michelle. I'm starting to discover her a little bit more, so I'm liking her music, what she bringing to the table. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not just into Beyonce like that. I don't knock Beyonce, and I do listen to her music, but she can't go in my favorite list because that's not where she belongs. She's in the honorably mentioned list. But 2000s, music is not the same now, you know, so we don't really have the R&B music that we used to once have. So it's hard for me to really just say I like what's coming out now. A lot of it is tolerable to me. But to say, I can sit here and say, well, oh, that was my favorite jam. That was my favorite. I can't, think of something to tell y'all. So that's what I like in the 90s. I mean, the 2000s. In 2000, I like that K. Michelle girl. Who else around here in the 2000s still hanging and swinging? I still like Mary. You know, she's still out here doing a little something. I like Monica. You know, that kind of music like that. The next one is, what are your favorite movies from your decade forward? In the 70s, I think now, see, the 70s, I was just a little girl, so I'm not certain if these movies were actually made in the 70s, but I think I saw them in the 70s, and that, in the 70s, I saw Lady Sings the Blues, I saw Mahogany, I think I saw that in the 70s, I liked it, what else came out in the 70s that I think I liked? I don't know. I don't want to touch that 70s shit too hard because I really don't know. I was just a little girl during the 70s. But when we got to the 80s, I remember movies like On Golden Pond. I remember movies like, and I like that. I remember Color Purple. Moving on into the 90s, I remember, I was never a Titanic fan, so I ain't like that. But, let me see what else. I like the Boys in the Hoods and stuff like that. I liked those movies. Baby Boy and all of that shit. Let me see what else I could think of came from the 90s era that I liked. I think that's about it. I mean, and then moving into the 2000s, my favorite movies have been stuff like, I like 12 Years a Slave. I enjoyed Django. I like the X-Men series, Thor, Selma, things like that. Those are movies that I liked in 2000. What's the best thing that happened to you from your decade forward? Well, in my decade, I was born. That was the first thing that was wonderful. In the 80s, I learned to play the piano and realized that cooking was going to be a part of my life forever. So that's what happened in the 80s. Late 80s going into the 90s, I gave birth. I had children of my own, my 4 angels from God. I had them in the 90s. And in the 2000s, the best thing that has happened to me is starting to really love myself and invest in me. Starting this channel, meeting such wonderful people, being supported and embraced, because this really means a lot to me. I don't know how many times I have to say it for people to really understand that I am really dedicated to this. This is really a beautiful experience for me, so. Let me see what else happened in the 2000s. I got grandkids in the 2000s. That was a blessing. That's one of the most, best things that happened to me. I got 2 grandkids during that period, during this period. And I think that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Well, those are all the questions for my decade forward tag. Again, if you haven't done them and you didn't get a chance to catch them as I was going through them, you can go over to James Colwell's channel and subscribe to him, because he is a very good vlogger. Y'all will enjoy, entertainment. But go over and check him out, and all you got to do is go over there and type in James Colwell. And once you type that in, he gonna pop up just like I pop up. Click on him. Then you hit that subscribe button and go over to his video playlist and scroll down. And he gonna have a lot of tag videos, but this one in particular is called My Decade Forward. And he's been kind enough to copy and paste that information there, those questions. So all you have to do is get those on up from there, and then you can shoot it on and try to get your, do your own tag video for him, from this. And, of course, shout him out, tell him, hey, thank you for the tag video, because like I said, I think he actually did this one himself. He usually are tagged in so many of them, or, he'll find them, but I think he actually created this one himself. So, if anybody hasn't done it and they want to do so, y'all jumpstart January, people might want to jump on this, because this is a good, this is a good way of getting a video out per day. So, in the meantime, y'all, please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.